Hello, and welcome to Fridays at 4 here on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you want to be notified for when we are going live with shows just like this one every Friday starting at 4 p.m. Eastern. Me and my friends have some fun. We run some quests, we answer your questions. This is a casual chat today, and we're kicking off with something a little interesting. So I'm actually going to shut off me so that I can talk a little bit about it. What you are seeing here is some conceptual and kind of early marketing screenshots for Update 27, Trials of the Archon, available for public preview as of this afternoon on the Lamania public preview server. You can find out more about that by going to the DDO forums. It's ddo.com/forums. You'll see the Lamania section, and you can take a look at Update 27 yourself on Lamania. We do have the quests available along with some, but not all, of the upcoming changes. You can find out more about that in the release notes. There are a few things that are probably coming to Update 27 that are not yet in the notes, including perhaps some of the XP stuff that we do have an official discussion thread on now. We're making some changes to that, what I guess what the community typically calls the, quote, death penalty, technically the flawless bonus. We're also making some changes to let you pause bravery streaks with Update 27, and creating a new event that you can read about a little bit on the forums there as well. So, but I thought it would be cool to share a few of our upcoming screenshots that you'll be seeing, get you a little bit of a spoiler light taste of what to expect in Trials of the Archons. I'm going to be on Lamania for a little bit today, but I am not going to run the quests. Reason for that is don't want to spoil it. It's a little bit too early, plus we want you to run them yourself. So, hope you're digging these screenshots, and if you have any questions, let me know. This is still targeted for July. One could probably expect later in July, a couple weeks from now, something like that. So, you know, we are on the 10th now. There are 31 days in July, so one would expect sometime within the next 21 days that there we go. Yes, I'm being a little silly today, wearing some sunglasses. Gotta just, to be honest, I just sort of don't want to be on camera today. Sometimes you just get sick of it. But I am DDL Community Manager Cordovan. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to ask us anything you'd like to in our chat room. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. I can't guarantee an answer, but I can guarantee we will try. Alright, so why don't I turn off the slideshow and show you a little bit of where we are. This is on Lamania. This is on the Amrath public preview server. These are the new quest givers for Update 27. You'll see it on the map. You know, basically once you port in, you'll basically, you know, sort of get where you want. And you just sort of cut around. You know, there's that cave area that with the Refuge of the Mad Archon. It's sort of up from there, and by the old trainers, the Barbarian Ranger trainers. You'll see that there. So we got the new Arc Giver and all three of the quest givers here. Guess who that person's going to be? Yep, that will be the Raid Giver once we activate the Raid. We do not currently have the Raid available for public preview, but that's coming soon. You probably, by the end of next week, we're going to have a preview cycle for the Raid. Another thing to mention is we do have a Planescaller now that'll take you to Amrath from the Hall of Heroes. So that'll be one way, if you don't want to go into the Tower of the 12 or you're not near that, where you can also get to Amrath. It's over here by the entrance to the Temple of Elemental Evil, just a little bit to the left, and there's Ulthor Granth, the Planekeeper, or Planescaller, rather. And he'll take you straight there. So, like I say, I'm not going to publicly preview the quest because I do want you guys to sort of go in fresh for feedback-related purposes, and then also because I don't want to spoil it for those who don't really want to have that stuff spoiled. But you can see our new look for the Archons, looking pretty cool. Yep. We already had a question. Will that Archon armor be on new armor? I have said we need to do exactly that. I make no promises. I don't know. But, pretty rad looking, huh? Yeah. So, Trials of the Archons involves Archons. Basically, the the gate. Well, actually, you know what? Let me pause that here. I have a special guest today, so why don't we introduce said special guest? Hopefully, he has unmuted his mic. Knockback, how you doing, Knockback? Are you there?
I'm here. I was just
Alright.
watching this Cordovan guy and enjoying his channel.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks very much for joining me here. I'm speaking to one of the developers for DDO. This is Knockback, and he does a lot of the work related to the lore, the story, and overall the kind of story we're telling here for Update 27. So, without getting too spoiler-filled, what can people expect of the Trials of the Archons to be?
So the obvious thing is it's about the Archons. We briefly met the Archons before last time we were in Shavarath, but this is the first time they're really coming to the forefront. There are three main factions on Shavarath: the Devils, the Demons, and the Archons, and they're fighting each other in an endless war. For various reasons, the gatekeepers on Eberron have asked you to go to Shavarath and win over the favor of the Archons, get the Archons on your side. So you're there to do that. And then that will take you into a bunch of all-new quests and a new raid.
And this continues the story that began with the Tower of Despair, the Devil Battlefield. I mean, this is part of one of DDO's, frankly, longest-running stories.
Well, I mean, really, it goes back to the Devil Attack on the Marketplace and even before that. So, yeah, you're going to see the return of various plot threads, some of which come quite recently, namely Mysterious Remnants and what they are and where they come from. But also some really classic DDO characters. You're gonna a beloved DDO villain will be back. You can probably guess who it is if you're familiar with who hangs out in Shavarath. And actually, more than one beloved DDO villain will be back. Although you won't necessarily. You'll see more of them in the future. Put it that way.
Cool. And for those who don't know, the Devil's Battlefield, which is the public area that you saw for that old adventure pack there, is essentially an eternal war between the Devils and the Demons and the Archons. What can you tell me about sort of what's going on there?
Well, they have been battling over Shavarath since time immemorial. No one is exactly sure why. But this entire world is consumed by their war. And before, we've only seen the Devils and a little bit of the Devils fighting the Demons. This time, you'll see all three factions, Devils, Demons, and Archons. One of the quest names is Demon Assault. You can probably imagine what that one is like.
Yeah. You have to cook dinner and sing them songs?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And as you can see with the quest panel open here, we have both heroic and epic difficulties. The heroic is at level 13, the epic is at level 30. Normal, hard, elite, and probably more info coming soon on some other stuff related to that. We do have 3 quests and a new raid, and that's the new adventure pack. Like I say, it's currently available for preview right now on Lamania, and you can find out more information about that by going to the DDO forums. Pretty soon we're going to have a special limited duration sort of raid preview as well. We also do have an event tonight from 8 to 10. I know Cookie Kobold is going to be on Lamania to help folks sort of find the dungeon, answer some questions, get through it, that kind of thing as well. So something to look forward to tonight if you are into the Lamania thing. Onion Game asks, what's the favor?
The favor is gatekeepers, because the gatekeepers are the guys who are ultimately sending you on this quest. And we'll be doing gatekeeper favor for probably a couple more updates from now on, because they're driving the story at the moment.
Cool. Rand Polold asks, is there airship access out there now? I don't know about that one, actually. I'd have to look into that.
There isn't airship access to Shavarath directly?
Yeah.
I know we talked about it, but that's all I remember.
Well, you can get to the Hall of Heroes, and then from there
it's a straight shot
that, so,
from your airship to the Hall of Heroes.
Yeah. All right, we do have a question about character copy for Lamania. Just note that we did not do a character wipe this time around. Frankly, it was just so soon since we did the Warlock preview and that we figured it really wasn't necessary to make everyone go through that process again. Just save everyone a bit of time. We decided not to do a character wipe. So if you have your characters from the Update 26 preview, that's still available to check out. The character copy tool is working otherwise. With its usual caveats that if you run into an issue where your character doesn't show up as an option, you'll want to go onto the live server, log in, log out of that character, basically refresh your account, because after a certain amount of not being logged, a certain amount of time goes by, that character is sort of putting in an archive state for the purposes of character copy. And so you can refresh that guy to show up on the list by generally quick logging in and out of it. That's probably the most common issue we have. The other most common issue we have with character copy relates to item copies. You can only have one copy of an item on Lamania. So if you have item X and you send on character A, and you send character A to Lamania, you cannot then send item X to character B and then transfer character B to Lamania, because it's going to be nope. So don't do that. And that does come up, but those are the two biggest reasons why we see failed character copies on Lamania. Otherwise, it should be currently working correctly. Someone asked if it's the quest is in the Lamania store yet. The answer to that, I believe, is no, and it's because we're talking to Knockback right now.
Correct. So yep. We're working on getting the pack into the store. It should certainly be in the store by the time Kuki does his event later this evening. But hang in there for the moment, VIPs only.
Buttons need to be pushed, and they are currently being put. Well, they will soon be pushed once I get off the call with you. Sorry for delaying you, but we wanted to introduce this to folks on our DDO stream, live stream here, take a few questions, and sort of give people an introduction as to what they can expect. So, without getting too spoilery into the quest itself, like I say, we don't want to show off the quest because we want people to preview it fresh, and we don't want to spoil it for people this early in the preview cycle on our live stream. But in general, what can people expect from this adventure pack?
Bunch of different things. There's a new monster. There are enemies. There are the return of some seldom used monsters that you'll be seeing a bunch more of. There's a quest called Demon Assault, and I said, like you said, you could probably figure out what that one is like. There's also Trials of the Archons, which is got a bunch of interesting stuff in it, and the return of a classic villain.
All right, well, that sounds good. And like I say, this is targeting later this month to get the word out about. Is there anything kind of finally you'd like to say about this here before we let you go?
Just a shout out to Rand Palold. Those aren't actually airships in the background. The first things you're seeing in the background are skiffs that the Archons are using to get. Take a look a little bit more to your right, Cordovan.
Oh, okay. You mean the glowy one?
Yeah. Look at the. No, sorry. Other. Look up at
right.
the sky. Look to the sky to where the Archons come from.
Oh, I mean this boat, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So the big thing is the boat, and then far in the distance you can see what is in fact the Archon City, which is a floating city. That's where they live. And the city's always been there, and we're finally seeing the inhabitants of that city.
Cool. Can I jump to this higher skiff?
You can try.
I don't think I'm going to make it. No, I definitely am not going to make that jump on this character. I don't even have Featherfall, so... All right, let's see. If we have any quick questions about that. Are we ever going to get more Fjarlin favor? We had a discussion just the other day in the building here about returning to some of the favor sort of suggestions that people have had over time, but we have no immediate plans to do that. It's on our radar, though. We are aware that some of you would like us to take another look at favor, but no promises at this point.
So I'm getting a call. Basically, I'm being summoned to deal with the store.
Yep, no problem. We'll let you get going here, Knockback, and thank you very much for tuning in to Fridays at 4 here.
Thank you, and have fun, guys.
All right, we're back. Thanks, Knockback, for taking a little bit of time out of your day to do this. And I think we're just going to leave it at that on Lamania here, unless there's some specific stuff you want me to take a look at or anything like that. Like I say, I really wanted to go spoiler light, but I did want to get the word out that you can do it right now. So let me switch servers. Put back up that slideshow while I do so you have something to look at. And we'll be back onto probably Thelanis here, just because I've got a character I want to do something with. So I figured for the next 45 minutes we would run something. Padibi asks, I saw an airship fix in the notes. Is the Trapsmith workshop still stuck where it cannot be moved? Yes, that was not one of the fixes so far in Update 27. What we have currently planned to fix in Update 27, it's in Lamania right now, is the Tavern Regeneration is now working correctly on your airship. So you should be able to, say, swap spells, refresh clickies, things like that, in the Tavern spaces on the airship, which includes things like, say, the hot tub and that. So that's what we currently have in the release notes. I suppose I could actually talk a little bit about some of the release notes while we're here. We do have well, actually, it's not on the money right now, but we were changing the color of the top renowned guild for 200, so it's purplish instead of reddish. We have fixed some hireling AI conditions that allowed them to go brain dead during combat. That's not a comprehensive fix, but it is an improvement in some areas. The Champion Hunter in the Hall of Heroes has been renamed. You no longer need to have the Devils of Shavarath Adventure Pack to go to the Amrath public area. So even if you're a free player and just want to check out the sites, you can do that with Update 27. We did fix an issue that I know Titan here on our stream has run into before, where some iconic characters in general, rather, could not travel back to the Spinner's Prison from Evening Star Cavern after sort of running beyond the rift. We did fix that one. We did a quick rename on a Temple of Elemental Evil Rust monster. We fixed an issue with Power Word Stun and Blind. The Warlock spell Silence now accepts Heighten. Some monsters that were warded against Charm are also now warded against Confusion. That's to prevent some kind of undesirable issues in Quest. And we have a new full screen checkbox in our graphics options. You know, we've long had windowed and full screen, and now for Windows at least, you'll have a full screen windowed mode. So basically, it's a borderless windowed mode that we're bringing with Update 27, and that should be pretty cool as well. So, let's see. Yes, the raid is unavailable on the Mania right now. I don't know, Esper202, you said that your character transfer to Lamania has failed, quote, 3 times. Not quite sure what might be causing that. I mean, if neither of the things I just mentioned, say an item conflict happened, or you logged in on live with the character and then tried logging back into the character copy tool, if that didn't solve your problem, then I guess you need to make sure the character's not already on Lamania, or wasn't in. Maybe it's a segment of people who were in a slightly bad state last time that we did the character wipe. And if that's you, then I apologize. May be out of luck for this preview. And I'm back. Oh, wrong hand. Hello. I've been watching War Games. People don't wear sunglasses in real life enough, so I'm doing that today. Like I say, I'm feeling kind of like I don't want to be seen in public. Chilling out today. Alright, so I am on Thelanis. Let me type into chat here. Alright, I am on my character Sekihan. I've just been this is a TR character I did a while ago. I've just been kind of making up on some low-level favor with the group, just kind of chilling out and doing some things. I actually have Temple Part 1 to do on Elite, Could always do Tear of Decon as well. Maybe Tear of Decon would be a good one to run here today. We'll run Tear of Decon on Elite in House K. So if you have anyone level, say, 7, or you can make a quick level 7 character, that would be perfectly fine. Come join me. And just sort of chill out and do that. So, has the Banana seen the new Minions movie yet? I don't know. It's sort of disappeared for a while over lunch. Maybe he took a long lunch and went to see it. I don't know. If it's gone this weekend, maybe that's what it's doing. I don't know. Yeah, I need a spider cult mask for these kind of days. Too true. I also am kind of happy because these are my very first pair of prescription sunglasses. I've never actually had prescription sunglasses before. Kind of like it. Alright, so let me see. Yeah, level 11 is perfectly fine. I really don't care what level you are. Like I say, I'm really basically running this for favor. I'm still pulling a little XP from this, just because. But I'm not really too concerned about that. So, just doing it for funsies. But yeah, you know, I mean, I kind of take it for granted because I'm on camera all the time. But sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes, yeah, my massive ego, right? Now, but sometimes I'm just like, oh god, I just don't want to be on camera. Today's one of those days. So. Welcome. Oh, actually, I have something else I could quick point out and send a link to in chat, if I can find it. Where did I put that now? There it is. The link I am just now putting into chat is for a public Google Calendar for DDO Stream that I just created yesterday. The goal of that is to give people a place to look up the schedule. You know, if someone can't stream that week, ideally they'll go in there and pull their show for that week. If they're doing a one-off, they can come in there and add it. And the idea is to kind of be our easily updatable TV guide that's accessible on just about any device you have, because Google Calendar is pretty prevalent. So that's one of the things that was actually suggested on Wednesday, and I was like, you know what? I have a couple minutes here this week. Let's do it. So I went and did that. I created a Google Calendar. I'll probably link to it somewhere on the Twitch page, but like I said, it just got created, so I'm inviting some of the various Twitch streamers on DDO Stream to add their own calendar, because I want them to be the people who update their own show, if possible. It is a public calendar, and if this actually takes off, I would be totally cool with expanding it to be a general DDO calendar. But we'll kind of have to see how it goes, see whether people like it or use it and all that sort of thing. But, yeah, Urlock, the guild level thing is still red. Reason for that is that the change actually came in our change list just slightly after we pulled the build, so that's what's going on there. Oops. And I gotta switch out my hotbar. One of the things I'm really hoping to get on this guy soon-ish is I really want to get that draining vampirism quarterstaff from the Lord's March quests. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head, but that one, whatever that one is, I really need to get that. So that's on my short-term agenda. And then, like I say, I'm just kind of leveling up this character. This is my Thelanis character. Kind of one of the ones I've been playing more often than anything else lately, anyway. I don't know why. Just because. Oops. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days. That's why I'm not showing my face. What ifs, man. Yeah, not all, but most of the new items are available for preview, as I understand it, on Lamania right now. There's still a couple of places that. My strength is too low. Do we have anyone who can do that? Well, alright, that's fine. Guess we're not going for all the shards. It's not actually that we're being deliberately mysterious, it's just that all the items that were ready to be previewed were previewed. So that's really all that's going on there. A couple of the things are not quite in yet, so we'll see, I think, a few more things before we go live. I don't know if you guys are hearing those sounds or not. Let me know if you are, and I can shut them off. suppose I should take care of that. I have a Slack going for those of you who know what that is. Should turn off notifications. You got the underwater lever there?
Yep.
Alright, let me shut that down. Man, you mutt. Keep tripping me over and over. It's alright. We do not yet have a loot list. I'm sure the community will take care of that for us fairly soon. That stuff tends to not stay a secret too long on Lamania. But we have not yet published that list. Our intention is to, frankly, make you see it by going to Lamania and giving us feedback.
We're getting the underwater shard.
Sure.
If anyone's got the whiz to do it, we're at the room.
I don't. Oh, we got some deleted messages. I see. Yeah. Alright, well, sorry, buddy. We had someone trolling up the live stream, posting some swastikas and stuff, so. Nope. I'm swimming away. Bum, 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 bum. This is the final weekend for Crystal Cove, so it'll be shut off basically first thing on Monday morning when folks get back to the office and all that sort of thing. So if you want to get your Crystal Cove in, this is the weekend to do it. I know that Crystal Cove has been actually pretty popular this time around. I don't know if there's a bunch of people who've just been kind of waiting for it to show up or what, but it's proven to be one of the most run things in recent weeks. A lot of folks are getting into the Cove spirit this time around, so guess we had some real demand for it, which is nice. But this is the final weekend to do it, so hope you get your stuff. Hope it goes well for you. We do have the turn-in rate actually quite low this event. We have it set for 2,000 on most of the servers and 750 on Wayfinder. So, I mean, that's low enough that you could pretty much do it yourself if you wanted to. Yeah, I got a large collectibles bag. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is Twitch, right? This is live IRC. Some folks are probably just going from channel to channel, finding a random channel to kind of troll. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. We can ban them quick enough, easy enough, get them out. Which is exactly what we did, so. No problem. Not worth getting too worked up over. Ooh. Oh no! Crap. Or die. I die favor running. That's particularly bad. That'd be so like me. Alright. Yeah, I've got a Cloak of Night on this guy. One of the level 12 versions from the old Maybar event. You've been champed. Either that or you could just have them get online, sit over, you go, we are the champions. Swaying back and forth. Yeah, I've got a hold. Perhaps I should use that. I'm just using a low-level quarterstaff right now. A couple of them, actually. Well, I get up something that's halfway decent. Like I say, I want to get the one from Lord's March at the very least. Perhaps some others as well. All the new stuff appears bound to account? Cool. That was what I thought maybe we were going to do, but I haven't actually looked yet. Yeah, and this guy's, you know, I don't know. This guy's for fun. This is one of the people I play in my static group. This is the old Mock Duck. I tend to make him less for, say, top power, as it is more of a thematic build. It's really my, I guess I'd say it would be my role-play character, except I don't really do a lot of active in-game role-playing. It's more just kind of, in my head, I've got this long-running sort of DDO storyline going on with this guy. Oops. Oh. Ah. Oh, I should mention here, actually, you may hear some very Monty Python-like sounds in the background. Reason for that is we're actually having kind of a little get-together here at Turbine to wrap up the week. Some folks are watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail in our sort of public space room. That's kind of rad. So if you hear something, it's like, what is that? I know I've heard that before. Yep, it's the classic. Anyway, I've actually really been enjoying this character. You're right that my DPS isn't king. That's not really the point. This is really just kind of a utility build that I'm using with a static group right now. And so I'm making... Like, this person could do traps, I could do some spell casting, I could do some backup healing. I've got evasion. You know, at level 20 I'm going to get my wings. Harper Agent, intelligence to damage, which also helps with my rogue skills to counteract the low skill points that a favored soul might otherwise get. It's kind of an interesting build. I've actually really been enjoying playing this character. When I get into epic levels, my current thinking is probably Exalted Angel, but I'm open to some other possibilities there as well. So it's 3 levels of Rogue, which was enough to get, well, basically as much Rogue as I could get without losing my wings from Favored Soul, because I really wanted that, obviously. So I've got up to Tier 3 of Thief Acrobat, using quarterstaves. No particular reason other than, like I say, kind of storytelling, and because I wanted to make a quarterstaff build, because I hadn't actually done that. So sometimes my decision making isn't always about being, you know, min-maxing to the most power. As a matter of fact, it often isn't. But having this character, particularly with, say, a relatively small-sized static group that I've been running with, works out pretty well because we are able to get most of our bases covered that way. In a way that's been pretty valuable to us. Yep. Sorry, I can't help myself. When will Caneth Crafting get, quote, debugified for good? Our plans, if we can get to Caneth Crafting later this year, that is our current plan to do so. Ultimately, we're going to have to wait for the work to get done. So it's possible that, you know, something may come up, but that is our plan to get that done.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, throughout the week here. Not the week, but later this year. Yeah, Javora says hirelings have been sort of improperly using shrines, or at least, you know, using them when they aren't being ordered to. It is deliberate that they will use the shrine, but they're supposed to wait till after combat. If you're not seeing that happen, then that may well be, you know, something going on there. Holy Grail. That's the one that they're watching. We were thinking about doing a character wipe for update 27, but really it just came down to, you know, not wanting to make everyone remake all their characters or recopy them all over, especially since it hadn't really been all that long since we did, you know, our update 26 preview on Lamania. So we figured most characters were, frankly, current enough that we didn't really need to make them go through the process of getting everyone geared out and all that sort of thing. It just sort of made sense. Lamania opened up this afternoon. I think it was around 1:30ish Eastern Time. That's a question from chat. Alright. And no deaths. Ooh. I managed to not die. All inventory full, really? Really? I guess I better take care of that. Any developer events, Titan asks, on Lamania with loot and such? Yes. Cookie Kobold is going to be on Lamania tonight. Tonight, as of, if you're watching this in on YouTube or something later, tonight being Friday night, July 10th, from 8 to 10 p.m., Cookie Kobold is going to be on the live server, or on Lamania, helping people out there. So. I got a few minutes yet, about another 10 or so on the show. Just a quick programming note that there's not going to be a weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream next week. I'm taking some days off just for various things, so that's what's going on. Or if you guys cause trouble while I'm gone, and you make me come back to work, I will deal with you harshly. No, it's alright. Hopefully you won't, though. Scroll of Doom. Let's see, I think I've got time for one more here. Let's see what we got. How about Taming the Flames, everyone's favorite, in House Kundarak? Will I be on Caneth the week after? I don't know, Javor. I am thinking that there's a pretty good chance that the week after we're going to be on Lamania for our kind of formal Update 27 preview that we tend to do. So it may be 2 weeks before we get to Caneth, but Caneth is next on the server rotation list. So whenever we do get to that area, or whenever we do go back to the live servers, that's where we'll be. I've been notified by Knockback that the quest pack should be in the Lamania store for preview in about 10 minutes or so. So if you're keeping tabs on that, looks like about 10 minutes you should be able to get that from the DDO store on Lamania. If you're premium in particular, that's what you're going to need to do in order to unlock access to the pack. So, I suppose I could share Taming the Flames here. But anyway, so no show on Wednesday. I'll probably be back for the Friday lunchtime, or the Friday at 4 for next week. That's my plan anyway. We'll kind of see how things go, but that's the intention. So. Go the other way. Don't we want to go the other way first, actually? Over here. Or am I wrong? It's been a long time since I've ran this one, actually. Probably been a couple of years since I was last in Taming the Flames.
Not sure if it matters, but sure. It's been a long time since I run this.
Yeah, you know, gotta burn through some vacation days we have. Just take care of some personal business. So, that's all that's going on. Interrupt me? That's not very nice.
CER.
Oh, hey, these are methods. I should check out that something. Sorry, my brain's kind of dead today. It's been a long week. Health and work related. Thanks. Yeah, if you get the chance, you do want to take a look at those new dungeons coming. We do have them, all three of them, available for preview right now on the Money as of today. Like I said, you can find the quest givers for that in Amrath. Heroic level is 13, Epic level is 30 for these quests. Nice. Mark. Oh, nice. Twitch has got some new Android coolness, I guess, huh? Uh-oh. Great. Totally locked everyone else out. Nice going, dude. Yeah. Moving it up and taming the flames. This one's talking about Boston drivers. We had a conversation that stems from a forum conversation where someone was like, "Oh, MG, I was in Boston the other day, and I can't believe how bad the Boston drivers are." And you're not wrong. They're pretty rough. Not always a lot of fun. It was some folks probably know I'm from Minnesota, right? Going from, say, the cornfields of southern Minnesota to downtown Boston, let me tell you, there's a little bit of a change in the way drivers work. People driving on the right, people passing you on the right, honking every 5 seconds. It's pretty far out. So, it's fun. Yep. But yeah, we do have that thread that came out, I guess it was yesterday, yeah, yesterday, right, on the new XP changes, so we'd love to know what you guys think if you are interested in looking at some of that. Basically, we're taking the flawless bonus and making it you only, so basically if you die, you lose that bonus, but the rest of the party is not punished for you dying. Additionally, hirelings no longer count toward it, so that's kind of nice as well. And a few other things as well. We're going to be putting in an NPC that will allow you to pause. Allow you to pause your bravery streak. It's basically going to be a toggle, similar in some ways to the I don't want to see mimics toggle that we saw for the mimic hunt, where you can just sort of say, nope, not until I click you again. So, and that's basically how it works. It's only on you, so the rest of the party will still get their bravery and all that, but this is just kind of a way to allow people to maybe run things without losing their bravery streak. Just kind of a small thing we can do to address a pain point that we've seen expressed in the community, and slightly give people who might otherwise feel disincentivized to run together, that sort of thing. So, kind of a nice little change. And then we're working on an event, like I said, you could find out more about it in that thread. We're working on a little event that'll give you a bonus to your bonus for however many people are in your party. And that's going to be an event-style bonus. And we're also going to have one for raids, so that'll be kind of cool. Where basically we can create a kind of a raid weekend event, that kind of thing. And you can give us some feedback on that as well on the DDO forums. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's a little bit easy on the feedback, because it's like, hey, do you like good things? Do you not like things that annoy you? But at the same time, you know, we do want to hear, you know, the fullness of your feedback on it. You know, some folks want to make sure that certain things are covered or what have you. So, kind of a nice way to find out a little bit more about what's going on as well. I believe I got mysterious remnants for that. This is not the work of an elemental. Oh yeah, we do still have a forum section on the Warlock. I suppose before I take off today, I should rename that to perhaps Trials of the Archons or something along that nature. I'll do that. No problem. Thanks for reminding me. got some characters in our chat today.
Got the key.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh, another person needs to get banned, huh? All right. Yeah, I don't know. Not that big a deal to me. If someone wants to troll up, it's so easy to take care of people. It's not even that big a deal. Yeah, exactly right. It takes like all of 2 seconds to ban a spam account. So if you, for whatever reason, decide to, yeah, I know, I'm just going to try to ruin someone's day. You're wasting your time, but it's up to you.
I may jazz them up with deco, but there's places that you could put doors too. Yeah, I figure between doors and cool, excellent. Are you loading up?
And I remember the very first time that I went in here, I for some reason thought that fire thing was still up even after I got the key. So I was running around and around, all those respawning elementals. This was back when the level cap was 10, right? I remember being, what the heck? How come I can't solve this? What's going on? And then someone, I remember Gildy or someone at the time was like, did you go to a place with the lock? And I was like, yeah. So. Happens to the best of us.
Finally to that point. Yeah, it's been a while. Pretty much now. Besides like the scenery objects, Palatine are using pretty good shape. I mean, if you feel like if you slash content feel DLI and red box. Yeah, he just basically talks, he mentions all the stuff that's happening in affiliate territory right passing. And after the Palador is done, he'll tell the base ones of the river and cleans out all the Easterling that's there. There's like, it's not even totally clear how heavily settled Norian is. But it has to be because there has to be.
Yeah, I'm almost at the point where I do the stuff with the thing. Yeah, I'm almost to that. What's it? Blah. I always really like the fire elemental death sounds of this game. It always cracks me up. That blah blah. It's one of my favorites. Ah, yeah, dual frost weapons and that. It's a lovely quest to get lots of purple, if that's what you're going for. For sure. Actually, we're still getting XP. No, at least I'm getting, what, 5,200? Something like that? I mean, it's not much, but it's alright. For this level of ease, seems alright to me. Yep. Ah, nice. Hop, hop, hop. Oh. Right, huh? Yeah, Titan, you're a Hot Pocket aficionado, is that correct? When is the raid? We're currently targeting most likely middle endish of next week to have a public preview of that on Lamania. But stay tuned for more specific time frames as we get closer to it. We're focusing feedback on the new quests this time around. So. That's an interesting idea about getting a stat command to check all your party's sort of strength scores and that. It's cool. Rather than sort of the voice chat method of, hey, what do you got? What do you got? That's neat. Who knows? Maybe. Oh. Yeah, we had a vote in the office. It was like, what? Because we got a sort of a projection screen in that major break room there, so we could use it for, say, company presentations and what have you. But we can also use it for a little bit of fun, so like movie nights and that. So they were like, well, what do you want the first movie night to be? Everyone had to decide what we wanted to do. Oh, heck. I could kill 3 more fire elementals. It's worth 1,000? Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. An icon to show that your bravery bonus is paused. Yeah, I don't know what we're planning to do in terms of feedback on that yet. I'll bring that up to folks doing that work to see if there's something we can do there. That makes sense to have some kind of... They may already have something, actually. It wouldn't surprise me. But something to kind of let you know would be valuable, you're right. Very cool. All right. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to get you guys a code in the mail after I'm done here. Yeah, Stealer of Souls. Samus Garoba was talking about that recently on one of the DDO cocktail hours, and that reminded me, I was like, man, yeah, that's right. I want to do Stealer of Souls. It's been quite a while since I ran that. I always liked Stealer of Souls quite a bit. It was a fun one. It has a little bit of a unusual flagging mechanism on that, and you know, just the passage of time has made it somewhat less popular content than some of the others. But the Dragon Touch armor is still great for some people, and particularly if you've got a bunch of stuff left over from back in the day. And those quests are really fun. There's some cool stuff in there. Well, except for Render the Kobold. But some people really like it, so that's cool. Whatever works for you. All right, everyone, thank you very much for joining us here for Fridays at 4 on twitch.tv/DDOstream. I think, Titan, you might be streaming here on Sunday night, but otherwise you can get our complete calendar over on twitch.tv/DDOstream. We also do have a new Google Calendar as well to keep track of all the shows. If you're a live streamer and you want to be on DDOstream, get in touch with me. You can do that either through Twitter, you can do that through Twitch here, you can PM me on the forums. It's Cordovan, Cordovan. However you want to get in touch with me is perfectly fine and pretty easy to get a hold of, and I'd like to help you get a DDO-related show on our stream if you're interested. This is an all-volunteer effort, but we do have some space in our calendar, so hopefully we'll hear from a few folks. I know we've got a few new shows in the works. Otherwise, hope you're enjoying the bonus days weekend. It's plus 20% heroic XP, an additional 5% VIP XP. This is our final weekend for Crystal Cove. Otherwise, we got our next week's summer sales, which are pretty cool. I know we've got a big discount on Omni Spellstones and some other things. You can find all that stuff on DDO.com/store. And then, let's see, what else should I mention? Oh, we did permanently add +6 tomes to the DDO store as of today. And the +5 to +6 upgrade tomes. So that's a nice little announcement as well. Hope you're having fun in-game. We'll see you in the game. We'll see you on Lamania, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone. Have fun.